What are you doing? Say. Good morning from the Brecon Beacons again. Out this morning with my mate Eric, and we're off to the waterfalls. Welcome to waterfall country. I'm at one of the waterfalls near a village called Ystradfelte. This is, you'll excuse the pronunciation, I think it's called Ystradfelte. It's one of about 3 or 4 waterfalls in the area. There are 2 that we're going to go to a little bit later on. I'm out with my friend Eric today. He's up above me trying his new Canon D850 out, so what better place to come and try something than these wonderful waterfalls. The noise is incredible, so I don't actually know whether you're going to be able to hear me or not. I'm hoping that you can. It started off quite frosty, but it's quite warm now. There's a little robin bee just behind the camera. Every time I come to this spot, there's a robin that will hang around. I'm just going to attract Eric's attention. Eric! On the tree! You wouldn't believe how close this robin is. As I said, every time I've come to this waterfall, normally down below there's a robin that hangs around. I haven't been here for probably about 3 or 4 years, but every single time I come here, there's a robin that will hang around. Amazing. Anyway, back to the waterfalls. We're going to take some shots here. Hopefully I'll show you 1 or 2 now, and then move on to the other waterfalls, take some shots there, and catch up with you then. There's Eric in his shorts. Don't feel the cold, see? Okay, we've decided to come down to the bottom of the waterfall. The top of the waterfall's up there. There's a little gully and it's very, very slippery. The last time I came here I had a bit of a fall, so I was a bit apprehensive about coming down. But we've decided to come down, made our way over to this spot. There is another area around the corner which we're going to take a photograph of in a minute, but this shot just takes the whole of the waterfall in. The spray is pretty bad over this side, so we have to wipe the lenses after every shot. So anyway, if a shot comes out, this is what it looks like. So we moved around the corner and we're now taking some more shots. This is still waterfall number 1. We've got another 1, 2, 3 to go. Whether or not we'll get them all in today, I don't know. We're just taking our time, having a bit of fun. There's Eric trying out his new Nikon D850. with the 24-70 f2.8. The sun's just come out. It's all very, very bright down there now. Very slippery underfoot. Right, we're at the third waterfall. I can't remember the name of it, to be honest. I think it's something like clun-gwyn or something like that. Anyway, we've taken so long that we're not actually going to have time to do the fourth waterfall. So we've come to this one, taken a few shots, and then we're going to head out of the trees and see that if there's a sunset to be had somewhere. The lone tree in my first ever vlog, Eric has never been to, so I'm going to take him, as long as the weather looks passable, I'm going to take him to that and perhaps do a sunset shoot there. So we've had a good day. Eric's taken loads of photographs with his D850, and with a smile on his face, I think he's quite happy with the results that he's seen on the back of the camera so far. So as I said, we're going to take some shots here. There's just about one or two shots to be had, to be honest. It's one of those waterfalls that look very impressive, but unless you are on the other side, and it's quite you can't get over there unless you climb down through the trees on the other side. You can't get a decent view of it. It's quite nice to see it as it is, but as I said, I think it's probably just a one shot, but I will put a shot up for you to see now.
Right, well, after leaving the third waterfall, we puffed and panted our way back to the car, had our sandwiches and a flask of tea and coffee, and decided to call it a day. We were both very, very knackered. We probably only did about 4 miles, but it was quite tough going with mud and a few inclines, very slippery rocks, and Eric and I have both decided that we're totally unfit at the moment, so I think we need to get out a bit more. Anyway, so, you'll excuse me a second, the door is going.
Welcome back. I think I left you Tuesday when I was going to answer the door, which I did. 2 young men at the door, one shining a torch in my face, and as I turned to look what was going on, I recognised the hat of the second young man. He's had it on since Christmas. It was a Christmas gift. He received it off his girlfriend in Australia. My son Jack, who's been in Australia for nearly a 12-month, came home unexpectedly. Lovely surprise. We weren't expecting him home for another 4 to 5 weeks, and I thought I'd be going up to Heathrow to pick him up. But he got off the plane, caught a bus home to South Wales, caught the train home to the town, and then got his cousin to come and pick him up. And a lovely surprise at the door. His mum was in the kitchen at the time, so after I'd had my surprise welcome, I went into the kitchen and said to her that her brother was at the door. Could she go out and see? He wanted to chat to her for a minute. She went to the door as well and had the surprise of her life, I think. I think it was very emotional. Jack's actually got a little video of it, along with some videos of his trip to Australia, which I'll put in a link below so you can have a look at them. He's actually better at doing this video stuff than I am, so I think you'll enjoy those probably better than watching my videos. Back to the waterfalls. Eric and I left clun-gwyn, went back to the car, had our sandwiches and our flask, looked at the sky. It was very overcast, no chance of a sunset, so we decided to come home. He's not visited the lone tree, so I will take him back there at some point on another of our trips, and I'd like to go back to Scudaira, which he's not been to either, which is the waterfall that you can walk behind. It'd be nice to go back to those locations and do more filming, along with some of the other places that I've filmed and photographed and walked in the Brecon Beacons over the last 10 to 15, 20 years. I've never gone back with a recording medium of vlogging, so it might be an excuse to revisit those places, re-photograph them and video it at the same time, and perhaps take you along with me. If that's something you'd like, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoy this video, give it a like. If you'd like to see more, press subscribe. For now, I'll leave it there, and as I said, give Jack's video a look below. It is worth going to see, and thanks for watching my video as well. Bye.